Now, for your starting lineups, first, for visiting Watertown High School. Starting at guard, wearing number 3, Brittany Katsoulis. Starting at guard, wearing number 4, Ashley Shaughnessy. Starting at guard, wearing number 15, Ellie Monahan. Starting at forward, wearing number 21, Brianna Williams. And starting at forward, wearing number 53, Taylor Lambo. Head coach for Watertown High School is Pat Ferdinand. And now, the starting lineup for your Somerville High School Highlanders. The senior wearing number 3, Jemima Joseph. The sophomore wearing number 5, Nevaeh Sanchez. The junior wearing number 21, Jill Hutchinson. And the junior wearing number 24, Bridget Frazier. And the senior wearing number 40, starting at center, Adriana Ditcher. The head coach for Somerville High School is Sheila Freitas Haley. She's assisted by Jennifer Adams LeBlanc, Michelle Haggerty, and Nicole Doris.
Hello and welcome to Somerville Educational Channel 15's coverage of Somerville High School girls basketball. I'm Todd Harmon alongside Jack Connolly here on the campus of Bunker Hill Community College as the Road Warriors of Somerville have their second home game here at Bunker Hill Community College, coming off of a loss against Everett, 43-40, a tough loss this past week. They face off against the Watertown Red Raiders this morning on a Saturday morning, a very cold Saturday morning, Jack, and a very cold shooting Somerville team the last time they faced Watertown, losing 60-27.
It was really a tough outing, but I'm very encouraged after what we saw the other night versus Everett.
As the tip is controlled by Somerville, Jill Hutchinson with the ball. Starting lineup for the Highlanders, we have Jill Hutchinson out there, Nevaeh Sanchez, she has the ball right now, feeding it around. Bridget Frazier down low to Jemima Joseph. Jemima goes up for the shot, no good. Didier got her hand on it there for the rebound, but Watertown comes away with it. Somerville came out early against Watertown back on December 23rd, got out to a 7-0 lead, and then things did not go well as they ended up faltering in that game, not scoring any points in the second quarter and losing ultimately 60-27. So some vengeance on the mind for the Lady Highlanders today. As Watertown works it around the perimeter, good aggressive defense there by Jemima Joseph. The shot clock expires, and that is a turnover. Excellent defense there by the Highlanders.
And we saw a lot of that the other night versus Everett in a really close match. The Highlanders played a zone defense, doing so here now, and they forced that shot clock violation, Todd.
Watertown with the full court pressure. Somerville easily breaking it there. As Sanchez has it, gives it off to Frazier. Frazier drives towards the paint, will kick it out. Shot by Jemima Joseph is no good. Didier fighting for it underneath. It's out of bounds off of Watertown. So under the basket, the Highlanders will inbound. Jemima Joseph gets it into Nevaeh Sanchez. Inside to Jemima, back out. And we got a 3-second call against the Highlanders.
And referee tonight, this afternoon, I should say, Dave Mangosian, and the umpire is Dave Rickstalis, who's inbounding the ball right now, Todd.
Just underway here at Bunker Hill Community College. Somerville settling into the 2-3 zone that they used against Everett to great effect. It's Watertown trying to break that zone down. Long shot from the outside, no good for Monahan. Long rebound comes out. As Hutchinson has it, she's pressured by Monahan down the floor. She gets it off to Nevaeh Sanchez. Jemima Joseph looking for 3, no good. Weak side rebound is Bridget Frazier. And there's a shot there by Sanchez, no good. Frazier trying to chase it down. It goes out off of Somerville. It'll be Watertown's ball as Elizabeth McEwen is checked into the game for the Highlanders.
Coach Sheila was really upset that Bridget Frazier, just a few feet from the basket, passed up a good opportunity under the basket, and then very frustrated. She pulled her out of the game to let her know how she felt about that one, Todd.
Catherine Cortez comes in for the Lady Highlanders. No score, 6 minutes remaining here in the first quarter as Watertown works it around the perimeter. Shot is up by Williams, no good. Rebound fought for underneath. McEwen came away with it, got it out to Hutchinson. Hutchinson pressured by Monahan. Feeds it over to Nevaeh Sanchez. Jemima Joseph drives into the paint, partially blocked out of bounds off of Watertown. The Highlanders will control.
Jemima's doing a good job of taking the offense right to the basket, and already with 3 shots in the game already. She's showing her senior leadership by taking the ball. She's got an opportunity. She can go inside. She's quick enough, Todd, to be able to penetrate.
As Jemima inbounds it to Hutchinson. From the right wing, she'll feed it over to the left to Nevaeh Sanchez. Her shot is up, it's no good. Long rebound comes out, and Sanchez gets it herself, and she is fouled. So that foul will go against Ashley Shaughnessy. That'll be her first personal foul, first team foul against the Red Raiders.
Sanchez did a great job following her shot, and as a result, picked up the rebound when it missed, and it resulted in the foul.
Inbounds comes to Hutchinson. She drives into the paint, tries to feed it off. It's stolen away by Watertown as Shaughnessy was in the right place at the right time. Red Raiders back the other direction. Shot from the left corner is short, no good. McEwen gets the rebound, and Somerville is out with it. Hutchinson will slow it down to set the offense. McEwen's three-pointer is up, no good. Hutchinson gets the long rebound, feeds it out to Sanchez. Kicks it over to Jemima Joseph. Joseph's 3 is up, no good. Nice rebound inside by Cortez, and she puts it home on the putback. Nice job by Catherine Cortez.
She did a great job establishing position, Todd, to get that rebound and put it right back up.
Highlanders once again, the 2-3 zone. McEwen's trying to close out on Monahan, and Monahan shoots it right up and over for the 3. Hutchinson spinning, kicks it off to Sanchez. Sanchez from the right wing puts up the 3, no good. Jemima Joseph gets the rebound. Her putback attempt is no good. Rebound fought for. McEwen came away with it, but she's called for the travel down on the block.
I like the Highlanders' aggressiveness on the boards, Todd. The ball isn't going in, but they're right there for the putback. Jemima has been very quick on rebound so far and taking shots. So good sign. Let's hope they warm up a little bit.
Leah D'Amico checks in for, Shilena Scott, I should say, checks in for the Highlanders as Hutchinson takes a seat. Monahan's 3 is up. It's no good. McEwen comes away with the rebound. She's been very active on the defensive boards. Jemima Joseph driving into the paint. Oh, looking for the bucket and the foul, just gets the foul as the ball rolls out. So she will go to the line shooting 2. That foul goes against the Red Raiders. That'll go against Monahan. That's her first personal. Second team foul on the Red Raiders. Joseph's first free throw is up, no good.
Jemima did a great job, Todd, coming up the entire length of the floor and giving the opportunity. She took it right to the glass. Didn't go in, but she's on the free throw line. I love her aggressiveness early on in this contest.
Second shot by Joseph is up, no good. Somerville trails 3-2, midway through the first quarter. Watertown works it around the perimeter. Three-pointer is put up. It's no good. Jemima Joseph comes away with the rebound, and she's looking to go coast to coast. Loses control of the ball, though. Slows her down a little bit. Kicks it out to McEwen. The two-pointer is up for Elizabeth McEwen. No good. Cortez, very active there on the boards, pulls away the offensive rebound. Sanchez's shot is partially blocked, and Watertown looking to run with it. They feed it inside. The shot is up, and it's good by Taylor Lambeau. Jemima Joseph is double teamed. She gets it over to Nevaeh Sanchez, and it's out off of Lambeau. So the Highlanders will keep possession. Hutchinson checks in along with Bridget Frazier. Jemima Joseph takes a seat along with Catherine Cortez. Frazier looking to inbound. Gets it to Hutchinson, and they'll set the offense. Sanchez with it now from the point. Hutchinson drives, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound being fought for. Hutchinson comes away with it, and she's going to get called for the travel as she fell down.
Again, the aggressiveness on the boards, Todd, is apparent here. Somerville is doing a great job on the offensive board. A lot of misses, but they've been right on it. They've had good second and sometimes third attempts.
Watertown now with the ball. Shot taken by Monahan out on the right wing. No good. Out of bounds. It will be Somerville's ball. Watertown locked into a man-to-man right now. They seem to be altering their defensive looks on occasion. They've also run what looked like a matchup zone, doubling Jemima Joseph and Hutchinson as well as Sanchez. Sanchez with the pass to Bridget Frazier. She drives into the paint, feeds it off to Silena Scott. Scott's shot is up. It's no good. Rebound pulled away by Lambo.
The good news is they're getting inside the lane shots. Unfortunately, Todd, they're not going in.
Monahan thought about the three. Instead, they feed it inside to Lambo. Her turnaround one-handed shot is no good, and Bridget Frazier comes away with the rebound. 2 minutes remaining in the quarter. Somerville trailing by 3. Sanchez tries to pass it across the paint to McEwen. Off of her hands, turnover to Watertown. Monahan thought about the three again. Instead, she'll dribble it down. Lambo takes the shot. It rolls around, no good. Putback attempt is no good as well, and Hutchinson gets the rebound. Hutchinson flying down court. She'll kick it out. Sanchez, her shot is up, no good from the corner. Rebound fought for, but Monahan comes away with it.
I thought Jill Hutchinson might have had a good chance at a layup herself, but she passed off, and we were so close to the basket. And had a height advantage, Scott. And unfortunately, she was not able to make the shot.
As Lambo goes into the paint, she's going to be called for the travel, as she took 3 steps going towards the basket. So the turnover goes to Somerville as Jemima Joseph and Didier check back into the game. Low-scoring first quarter. 5-2 is the Watertown lead. 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. Bridget Frazier drives it, kicks it off to Silena Scott. Silena Scott looking for some help, but she moved the pivot foot, and that'll be a turnover on the travel. Looking to break in, penetrate into the paint. Knocked away, but Watertown keeps possession. Shot is up, and it's good for Brittany Katsoulis. 7-2 is the Watertown lead. Jemima Joseph feeds it off to Hutchinson. Hutchinson kicks it off to Jemima. Jemima doubled from the right wing, kicks it back to Hutchinson. Over to Silena Scott. Silena Scott driving towards the paint. Out of bounds, off of Watertown. 17 seconds remaining, 9 seconds on the shot clock for the Lady Highlanders. Joseph gets the inbounds to Hutchinson. Over to Frazier. Frazier driving against Lambo, and she is fouled. And she will go to the line for 2. Foul goes against Taylor Lambo. That's her first, the 3rd team foul against Watertown.
Good move by Bridget to go to the basket, and she had a good opportunity to lay it up off the backboard, got fouled, and here she is at the line.
First shot by Frazier is good. Second free throw by Frazier, also good. 3-point lead now for Watertown, 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. So they get it down low to Lambeau, defended there well by Didier. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Didier.
Good straight up defense by Didier. She had her hands straight up, resulting in the ball going out of bounds, but no foul.
Shot is up by Watertown, no good for 3. And that will do it on the quarter. We're going to have 2 shots, though, to finish off this quarter. As they did call the foul as Brittany Katsoulis went up for the shot. That will go against Didier.
And it was a split second before the horn sounded, Todd, resulting in the free throws to be taken now with nobody else on the floor.
No time on the clock. The free throw goes up by Katsoulis. No good on the first one. Second free throw is up. No good. So that will do it for the first quarter of play. Sheila Freitas-Haley wanting to have a little talk with the referees. She pulls them to the side. Has an issue she'd like to address. Well, in that first quarter of play, Jack, the Highlanders trailing by 3 look very good defensively, just can't seem to get the shots to fall.
The ball is not going in, but the good news is, Todd, the positioning for rebounds has been good. There have been some good rebounding opportunities. However, the ball is just not going in. We've had how many shots have just rolled off the rim on good shots. And unfortunately, Jill Hutchinson, who I think could take the ball inside more often, tends to pass the ball out to the outside. And when she has a height advantage clearly over a lot of her opponents, she should be going the basket more often. Hopefully she will encourage her to take those shots because she's certainly capable.
Low scoring period as Watertown leads 7-4. Leading scorer in the period was Ellie Monahan. As she hit a 3-pointer, she had 3 points. Leading scorers for the Highlanders, Bridget Frazier with 2 free throws has 2 points, and Catherine Cortez with 2 points on a very nice putback. Highlanders staying in that 2-3 zone that they use very effectively against Everett. Watertown has stayed primarily in a man-to-man, but they are really looking to double team the main ball handlers for the Highlanders, Hutchinson, Sanchez, as well as Jemima Joseph.
They want to try and slow the offense down a little bit, and there's a good opportunity by getting the ball into the middle. We talked about it before, getting the ball inside the paint for the really easier opportunity. Nice play going to the basket.
Yeah, Lambeau got it at the foul line, drove in for the 2. Sanchez, the baseline jumper, is good for 2. Highlanders would love for Nevaeh Sanchez to start hitting shots.
I like her confidence, Todd. She's very aggressive. She's not afraid to take the ball inside.
The Highlanders extending that zone out. Driving shot by Katsoulis is no good. Out of bounds off of the Highlanders. So inbounded to Lambeau. Lambeau puts up the 3. It's no good. Jemima Joseph gets the rebound and is immediately fouled. She was looking to push that ball up the floor.
She's been very aggressive. We saw her the other night against Everett. She's not afraid to get the rebound, put the ball on the floor, and take it. She's athletic enough to be able to lead that break and can take it all the way if the opportunity arises, Todd.
Sanchez now picked up her dribble, got it to Cortez. Cortez at the foul line looking for some help. Kicks it back out to Hutchinson. Sanchez has it, thought about the 3, gets it back to Hutchinson. 7 seconds on the shot clock as Frazier takes the shot, and that one hits nothing but the bottom of the net.
And things are warming up a little bit for the Highlanders. I think, Todd, they're a little more fluid in moving the ball around, resulting in that open shot and an easy 2.
1-point lead for the Red Raiders. The Highlanders look for a good defensive possession here. Hutchinson, good active hands, able to knock it out of bounds. Watertown will maintain possession. As Ortiz checks into the game, she inbounds it. Katsoulis with it, and her shot is up. It's no good, but Lambo gets the rebound and puts it up and is fouled. That foul is going to go against Bridget Frazier. That's her first, team second. Lambo at the line for 2. First shot is up, and it's good. Lambo's second shot is up, and it's good. Red Raiders lead again by 3, 11-8. Hutchinson, a little shake and bake. Feeds it off to Joseph. Sanchez with it now on the right wing. Finds Frazier. Kicks it over to Sanchez. Sanchez from the right wing puts up the 2-point shot. No good. Jemima Joseph, nice rebound over top and a beautiful putback.
Perfect position for Jemima on the left side down low, and even on the miss, she was right there and put her right back up, Todd. Good fundamental rebounding basketball.
Williams back over to Katsoulis. So they work it around the perimeter. Get it to the foul line there. Katsoulis back at the top of the key. And Ortiz trying a little shake and bake, but she stepped a few too many times there, the stutter step, and on the turnover on the travel. So a 1-point lead for the Red Raiders. Highlanders looking to take the lead here in the second quarter as Jemima Joseph driving it down, and we have a foul away from the ball. So that's going to go against Ortiz. That's her first personal foul. That is the 5th team foul against the Red Raiders. So the Highlanders will be shooting foul shots the remainder of the way. Sanchez gets the inbounds. Defended out there by Lambo. Jemima Joseph is called for the offensive foul.
Now the official was in good position to see that little bit of a push with her in order to clear a path to the basket. He's 12 feet away. He had a good look at it, and that's going to get called every time.
Red Raiders now with a 1-point lead. That is the 3rd team foul against the Highlanders, by the way. 5 minutes remaining in the half. So Ortiz feeds it back out to Katsoulis. She kicks it around to the left wing. Long 3-pointer put up by Williams is no good. As Cortez comes away with the rebound. She's looking to go coast to coast. She'll kick it back out to Nevaeh Sanchez. Hutchinson from the top of the key. 3-pointer is no good. Long rebound fought for. Frazier goes down looking for possession, and it will be a jump ball, alternating possession going to the Highlanders. I don't think the referee was a fan of something stated in the stands.
Well, it's a lot easier when you're sitting up in the stands to make an opinion, and having been through it many times myself, it's always a question mark in your mind as to how much knowledge somebody has, or whether there's a potential relative in the stands of the offended player.
He's gone to the PA announcer. We will see what the outcome of this is.
Under MAIA rules, Todd, the high schools are supposed to have a game site administrator in the eyes of the official. If there's some problem in the stands with any one of the fans, they can ask the game site administrator to take appropriate action, including potential removal from the contest if it's disruptive.
4:43 remaining. Somerville looking to take the lead, down by 1. Sanchez has it, kicks it out to Hutchinson, and they'll set their offense. Jemima has it on the right wing, drives in against Lambo. Her shot is up, it's no good. Nice job by Cortez as she's able to control it, but her shot is no good. Frazier came away with the rebound. Hutchinson drives into the paint, her shot is up, no good. Frazier with the rebound, her putback attempt not good as well, but there's Cortez. A beautiful putback there by Cortez.
Terrific display of rebounding by the Highlanders. 3 missed shots, and people were right there in position. Great call, great steal by Hutchinson.
Great quick hands there as Hutchinson gets the steal, goes in, doesn't quite put it home. Cortez's putback attempt is no good as well. Highlanders leading by 1, 12-11, but the Red Raiders have the ball.
Good news, there were 3 high school in position for that rebound, Scott.
That shot is up by Monahan, no good. Frazier with the weak side rebound, feeds it forward to Hutchinson. Hutchinson trying to find Cortez. Actually, that was Sanchez, I'm sorry. Her pass is stolen away by Lambeau. Lambeau looks out to Monahan. She will go in for the layup. And the Red Raiders retake the lead. (13-12) is your score. 3:15 remaining in the first half. Pass was a little too high for Bridget Frazier, but Cortez did a good job trying to corral that ball. It's a jump ball situation on the alternating possession. Watertown will get it.
Cortez has done a nice job so far today with being positioned for reboundings and scrambling for that loose ball. Very impressive, and was in a good position to put back just a little bit earlier.
Watertown with that 1-point lead, 13-12. They feed it inside to Lambeau. She's defended there by Elizabeth McEwen. Three-pointer is up, it's no good. Cortez gets the rebound. Hutchinson brought the ball across midcourt and then bounced it in the backcourt area as she tried to avoid her defender, and that will be a turnover.
And Coach Sheila is right now telling her, just keep going up the floor. Move over, especially around midcourt. You can only get into trouble that way, so just keep going is what Coach, I'm certainly sure, was telling her.
Monahan with it now on the right wing. Garapetian feeds it inside to Lambeau, and she is fouled. It's going to be the 4th team foul against the Highlanders. That one goes against Cortez. That's her first personal. Lambeau's first shot is up, and it is good. She's good from the foul line.
She's got a very nice motion, very relaxed, good follow through.
Second shot is good. She is 4 for 4 from the line on the day. 3-point lead again for the Red Raiders. Sanchez has it, dribbles it towards the right corner. She'll step back for the 3. No good. Trying to follow her own shot. It's knocked around. Monahan comes away with it. Red Raiders quickly back, trying to make something happen here. Garapetian. So they work it around. Monahan from that right wing. She drives in, puts up the mid-range jumper for 2. It's a 5-point lead now, biggest lead of the game for the Red Raiders. Sanchez looking for some help, gets it to Cortez. Her shot is blocked. And a jump ball, nice job there by Elizabeth McEwen, and she was able to tie that ball up on the alternating possession. The Lady Highlanders will get it. Just under 2 minutes remaining in the half. Frazier looking to inbounds. Hutchinson's shot is blocked as she cut into the paint. And the Red Raiders have it, looking to build on their 5-point lead. The Highlanders changed it up into a man-to-man, and it results in a turnover there as Sanchez comes away with it. No shot there. She made the shot, but the foul occurred on the floor previous to the shot. She'll go to the line for 1-1.
And the official saw that Sanchez was not in the process of making the shot. She was still transitioning from that point of view. That's why there's no free throws in this one. But the Lady Highlanders retain the ball out of bounds for an inbounds play.
I thought that was a 6th foul. There will be an inbounds. They try to get it to Hutchinson, long inbound. She gets it. As Cortez tries to drive in, she's tied up there by Williams. And on the alternating possession, it will go to the Red Raiders.
Difficult to drive through 2 defenders, Todd. Cortez thought she might be able to split the difference, but unfortunately she got tied up, and there's a missed opportunity. There's a shot that did not get taken.
Red Raiders working it around. Monahan takes the three, and that is good. Can't leave a shooter like Monahan out there. It's Jemima Joseph with it. 8-point lead now for the Red Raiders as she was trying to feed it down to the right block. Ball's turned over. We're going to see what the call is. So that will go against Jemima. She is called for the push-off. That's her second personal foul. 5th team foul against the Highlanders. Eight-point lead for Watertown. Just over a minute remaining in the half. Thought about a three there. Instead, they get it into Lambeau. Kick it out to Monahan. Her shot is up, and it's good. She is a very dangerous outside shooter.
And she was left all alone. There was nobody near her to even come close to contesting that, Todd.
Hutchinson looking for help. Gets it from Jemima Joseph. Jemima drives in. We have a foul away from the ball. So that foul is going to go against Garapetian. Her second personal. That is the 7th team foul. So that's it. Yeah, they are in the bonus. The Highlanders are in the bonus, so at the line shooting 1-1. Jemima's first shot is up, and it's good. Second free throw by Jemima. No good as Lambeau gets the rebound. 10-point lead for Watertown. So they work it around the perimeter again. Over to Monahan. She'll kick it back. Williams down to the corner. Garapetian's shot is up. It's no good. Rebound by Elizabeth McEwen. Shot clock is off. 20 seconds remaining in the half. Jemima Joseph with it, kicks it out to Elizabeth McEwen. Her shot is up, and it's good. That was from 2. 7 seconds left in the half. Watertown has an opportunity here to get it back to double digits. 8-point lead for them. 1 second on the shot clock. It is fired up by Williams. No good. And that will do it for the first half of play as the Red Raiders of Watertown lead the Lady Highlanders by the score of 23-15. You are watching Somerville Highlander Lady Basketball on Somerville Educational Channel 15. We are back on the campus of Bunker Hill Community College for second half action as your Highlanders trail the Red Raiders of Watertown by the score of 23-15. Highlanders begin this half with possession. And Sanchez feeds it off to Elizabeth McEwen with the skip pass to the left corner. Shot is up, no good. As Didier fights for it underneath. We have a jump ball situation on the alternating possession. It will go to the Red Raiders. Jack, in that second quarter, we saw the Red Raiders begin to pull away a little bit, and it comes down to 2 players as Ellie Monahan leads all scorers with 13. She had 10 in that second quarter, and Taylor Lambeau from the interior had 8 points for the game, 6 in that quarter.
And the 3-point shot was really the big difference. Nice play by Sanchez on that running right-hander off the glass. Todd.
Yeah. I know Coach Fridas Haley wants them to be a little bit more aggressive offensively, and we saw it right there. Sanchez drove in and was able to finish off that play, cutting it to a 6-point Watertown lead.
And that layup is there if they want to run the ball on an opportunity like that. That was good judgment on Sanchez's part.
3-pointer was attempted there, no good by Katsoulis. And Jemima Joseph back the other direction, directly towards the basket. Nobody's stopping her, and she goes in for 2.
And that's how you beat the zone, Todd, is to go right to the basket and beat the Watertown players up the floor. Jemima did it. Sanchez did it on the play before.
Cuts it to a 4-point Watertown lead now. Just underway here in the second half, and the Highlanders have put 4 on the board quickly. As the shot is up, it's no good. Rebound being fought for underneath off of the Highlanders. As Sanchez tried to get her hand in there on it, but Shaughnessy had the possession.
Good reaction by Sanchez to reach in and try and prevent that ball from going up.
The shot put up by Shaughnessy is no good. Didier gets the rebound and the Highlanders have it. Kick out. Elizabeth McEwen from the right wing, no good. She follows up her own shot, gets her own rebound, feeds it out to Jemima Joseph. Her shot is up, no good. Watertown comes away with the rebound.
Someone was a little more aggressive this half. Coach Freitas must have admonished them to make sure to take the open shot when you have it.
They did pass up some open shots, a little too kind with the ball, as Monahan continues her assault from the three-point line as she makes that one from the right corner.
Nice form on that shot. Took good advantage of the open opportunity, Todd.
Jemima Joseph goes in, misses the shot, tries to follow it up, but goes over the back trying for the rebound. So that will be Jemima's third personal foul. First team foul of the second half against the Highlanders. Jemima will take a seat along with Didier. Checking into the game is Silena Scott, as well as Cortez. 7-point lead for Watertown. There's Monahan, very dangerous offensively.
And Sanchez is playing a little closer.
Sanchez tried to cut down the passing lane. That allowed Monahan to get behind her and feed it up to Lambo. Lambo, very difficult around the basket, does an excellent job down there. Puts it in.
Great 1-2 combination for the Red Raiders between Lambo and Monahan. They're getting it done.
Sanchez has it, looking for help. She's double teamed out there. Knocked away, but Sanchez is able to get it. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Sanchez dribbles down the right side, gives it off to Elizabeth McEwen. Her shot is up, it's no good from the right corner. Rebound is brought away by Watertown. As Lambo feeds Monahan, but it's off of Monahan's hands out of bounds, and the Lady Highlanders will get it. We have a timeout on the floor, taken by the Highlanders, trailing once again by 9.
And I'm sure Coach Sheila is trying to make sure that this game does not get away. It's a good opportunity to try and slow everything down a little bit. Miss Monahan is doing a terrific job for the Watertown Red Raiders because she's taking advantage of the opportunities to be left wide open. She's got a very good shot from the outside. She was all alone on that last play. Todd, had she been able to hand that ball, she might have had an easy layup. So trying to get a stop on Monahan and on Lambo. They're the two players who are just scoring all the points so far. It's really the Lambo-Monahan show so far.
No doubt about it. As the Highlanders, you have to also bear in mind in that game last decade, now we can say, back on December 23rd, it was the second half where things began to fall apart for the Lady Highlanders as they went on to lose that one 60-27. So probably an excellent timeout right now by Coach Freitas Haley as she takes this timeout to keep it calm and to keep it from getting out of control as Watertown was looking to do some damage here in the third quarter.
And another little handicap is going to be without Jemima Joseph because with 3 fouls, got to be a little careful. Jemima is very aggressive, and you don't want to pick up that 4th foul too early in this half, Todd, obviously.
Watertown extending their defense a little bit. Hutchinson gets it to Sanchez. Sanchez looking to penetrate. She picks up her dribble there, gives it off to Hutchinson. Hutchinson drives in, puts it up and in, and that's what we like to see from Jill Hutchinson.
She's got that opportunity, Todd. She's got a little bit of a height advantage. She can penetrate, and there's a perfect example of what should be available to her quite a bit.
It's her first basket of the game. 3-pointer, I'm sorry, that's a 2-point shot as Williams puts it home, but her foot was on the line. So a 2-point made shot for Watertown. Lead remains 9. Sanchez gives it off to Hutchinson. Hutchinson looking for Cortez in the interior, but the ball's knocked away by Lambo and controlled by Katsoulis. Katsoulis looking for some help on the right wing. Gives it off to Beck. Around to Williams. Williams' three-pointer is up. It's no good. Long rebound comes out, goes out of bounds, and the Lady Highlanders will have it. Jemima Joseph checking back into the game along with Didier. .330 remaining in the third quarter. Highlanders trailing by 9. Hutchinson, a little crossover, getting across the midcourt line, and she's going to get called for the travel. She lifted her pivot foot.
And just before the ball hit the floor, she was in such a hurry to move that was easily observed by the official.
So Watertown looking to extend their lead to double digits. 9-point lead right now. Shot is put up by Katsoulis. It's no good. And out of bounds off of Williams. The Lady Highlanders will get it. Hutchinson feeds McEwen down on the left block. And she's going to get called for the travel. She was defended there by Williams.
No, it was a good attempt to get the ball up the floor, Todd, and try and beat the zone setup. Unfortunately, the turnover occurred, and that's been a problem the Highlanders have felt over the course this last year and this year. Is just one turnover too many.
Bridget Frazier checking into the game for Elizabeth McEwen. Ortiz with it, feeds it to Katsoulis. Over to the right wing, penetration there. And we have a jump ball situation. Good active hands there by Jill Hutchinson, and she's able to get her hands in there and tie that ball up on the alternating possession. The possession arrow is pointing towards Somerville, and they will get it. This time Jemima will bring the ball up. Hutchinson gets it, driving into the paint. Her shot is up. It's no good. Fights for the rebound. Kicks it out to Frazier. Now Jemima with it from the foul line. She drives in. Her shot is no good. Rebound pulled away by Beck.
Very aggressive rebounding there by both teams, Todd. No disadvantage, so there was a lot of contact, but Watertown came away with the ball. Good attempts, though, by the Highlanders.
Lambeau kicks it out. Gets it to Katsoulis. Katsoulis drives into the paint. Her shot is up. It's no good. Jemima Joseph, good positioning there on Lambeau. Comes away with the rebound. Hutchinson kicks it over to Frazier. Frazier driving into the paint. Her shot is up. No good, but Didier is right there for it and puts it home.
Good rebounding position again, Todd. Under the basket for the miss. Right back up. No dribble. Put the ball right back up. It was in the basket.
7-point lead for the Red Raiders. The long three-pointer by Garapetian, is no good. Jemima Joseph taking on 3 Red Raiders, and she is fouled as she goes towards the basket.
Great opportunity for Jemima. She's putting the ball on the floor, beating the zone up, even taking on 3 defenders. She was clearly going to have a path to the basket. Watertown had no choice but to try and slow her up and committed the foul. Jemima goes to the free throw line. She's provided quite a spark here the whole game with her athletic ability and trying to quicken the pace a little bit for the Highlanders, Todd.
Jemima's first shot is up, and it's good.
Go, Jemima!
2 for 5 from the line so far today. Second one by Jemima is good. Makes it a 5-point Red Raider lead. So Highlanders on a 4-0 run. Watertown starts their offense around the perimeter, and that is a travel as Garapetian took a step. So the Highlanders trailing by 5, looking to cut deeper into this lead. Minute 25 remaining in the third quarter. Hutchinson, a little spin move there. Feeds it off to Sanchez. Sanchez finds Jemima Joseph at the foul line. She puts up the jumper from there, no good. Out of bounds, no, it is not, as it is saved by Didier. Sanchez gets it, the weak side rebound by Jemima, feeds Sanchez for 3, and she makes it.
Great rebounding on those misses, Todd, that allowed that three-point shot to happen. Jemima Joseph was right there, put it back, cut it outside, out to Sanchez. Great play.
Highlanders cut it to 2, but then nice job there as Shaughnessy puts it up and in. Coach Frida's Haley not happy. She may have thought of travel there for Shaughnessy, as it looked like she may have taken an extra side step to make that, get an open look there. But no call equals no foul and no violation. So Watertown leading by 4. So Highlanders. Hutchinson has it. 40 seconds remaining in the quarter. Feeds it off to Frazier. Frazier with the baseline drive. She'll pass it back out. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Frazier's shot is up. No good. Rebound is pulled away by Garapetty. Shot clock is off now with 20 seconds remaining in the quarter. And Frazier is going to get called for that foul as she hacked Annabella Beck on her way to the basket. That's Frazier's second personal foul. Second team foul of the second half for the Highlanders. First shot by Beck is good. Again. Second shot for Beck is good. Ten seconds remaining. Sanchez drives into the paint. Her shot is up. It is no good. Rebound pulled away by Watertown. They have chances for a long shot. It is up. No good. As Shaughnessy's shot clanks away. The Highlanders trail by 6 after 3. The score 34-28. Highlanders cut it to a 2-point Watertown lead at 1 point, but Watertown able to pull away a little bit towards the end of that quarter.
What I like was Sanchez's effort going right to the basket. Unfortunately, the shot was missed, but the opportunity is there for Somerville to get up the floor and attack before the zone can get set up. Jemima Joseph has done a terrific job. Todd bringing the ball up, beating the zone back. Sanchez right there, quick as she is, came up the floor, was up for a nice layup. It could have been 2 more. Unfortunately, the shot was missed, but that's going to be the key to this next period, is to be able to get up the floor, minimize the turnovers, and to take advantage of the rebounding efforts that Somerville has made so far. Positioning has been terrific. Jemima has done a great job at both ends of the floor. The key here is going to be to make sure to limit the Red Raiders' 3-point attempts. As we've seen before so far, it has absolutely been the Ellie Monahan show when it comes to the 3-point shots, and she sat down for a good bit of that last period, so I'm sure we're going to see a little more of her this period. Yeah, we'll probably see quite a bit of Monahan and Lambeau, although Monahan not on the floor right now. She stays on the bench for the Red Raiders. The Red Raiders will have the ball. Watertown leading by 6. We open out the 4th quarter of play. Shaughnessy with the baseline drive, goes up, no good. Rebound knocked around. Jemima Joseph comes away with it. Looking to feed Sanchez a little bit too far in front. And the turnover goes back to Watertown. Shaughnessy with it from the right wing. Gets it back to Garapetian. Back to Shaughnessy as her shot is up and good. A little give and go there for Shaughnessy. Yeah, Navia Sanchez just wasn't quick enough to get over to penetrate that easy layup attempt.
Cortez with it now. She's defended by Lambo. Nice job by Cortez getting free for that shot. Lambo, a very tough defender. Cortez able to fake and shoot over her. Raiders lead is 6. D'Amico with the ball, feeds it to Shaughnessy, back to D'Amico. Drive by Beck, gives it off to Lambo, and she will go to the line for 2 as she is fouled. It's important who that foul might be against. It's that foul.
31. Cortez.
Yep, goes against Cortez. That will be her second. Team's third of the second half. Lambo at the line for 2. She continues her streak of being perfect from the line. 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Shot is good. 6 for 6.
Great job.
Jemima Joseph with it. Gives it to Sanchez, over to Hutchinson, back to Sanchez. Sanchez now driving, gives it off to Jemima Joseph. Her mid-range shot is up, it's no good. Long rebound taken by Garapetian for the Raiders.
Good defense is going to be the emphasis right now, Todd.
Shaughnessy, a nice job without the ball moving as she cuts into the paint at the foul line and puts that one home. 10-point lead now for Watertown. Sanchez feeds it to Jemima Joseph, gets it off to Cortez. Cortez's shot is no good. Weak side rebound by Silena. Scott is put up and in for 2.
Again, the rebounding has been good, but the opportunities have diminished here a little bit in the second half, Todd. And Watertown has had 2 easy shots.
D'Amico's three-pointer is up, no good. Gets it to Lambo. Lambo's baseline jumper is no good. Cortez gets the ball, feeds it forward to Silena Scott. Scott into the paint, goes up, no good. She was defended there by 2 Watertown players. Shaughnessy with it now. And Watertown will set their offense. Shaughnessy running the point, directing traffic. Garapetian feeds it inside. D'Amico goes up for the shot. It's no good. Lambo fighting for the rebound underneath. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Watertown as D'Amico is the last one to touch it. Got a timeout taken by Somerville. 5:02 remaining in the game. Highlanders trailing by 8.
And Todd, the key right now for Somerville, and I'm sure Coach Sheila Freitas-Haley, is making sure the girls realize that penetrating, getting inside to, number one, get a good shot at the basket, but also pick up a foul, stop the clock so we get on the free throw line to cut into this 8-point lead. Certainly doable. 5 minutes is a lot of time left in the game. This timeout, I'm sure, is to make sure that the girls realize there is enough time and that the emphasis is certainly going to be on defense right now because Watertown has penetrated very effectively in this period with a couple of easy layups, and as a result, we have the 8-point lead right now.
Watertown has led by as much as 10 today. Somerville had a brief 1-point lead in the second quarter, but Watertown has led aside from that.
And the Watertown scoring punch, as we've talked about already, Ellie Monahan and Taylor Lambo have both been terrific. 3-point shooting by Monahan and foul shooting by Lambo, and her good work under the basket has spelled a lot of problems for the Lady Highlanders today, Todd.
Absolutely. Monahan, though, has been on the bench since midway through the third quarter. She is still on that bench. As Frazier gets it, drives inside, feeds it off to Silena Scott. No good on the shot. Rebound pulled away by Lambo.
Jemima Joseph has not let up, Todd. Very aggressive, trying to rebound. She's been a true leader, showing example and trying to cut into this lead.
Important defensive possession here for for the Highlanders as Watertown puts it up. No good, as the shot is no good by Beck. And that is a foul against Beck, as she's called for the blocking foul. That's her first personal foul.
And I can see the Watertown bench is a little upset, but they're 50 feet away, the official, and we had a pretty good look at it here. Beck was moving, and Jemima Joseph started at the floor. She was clearly in the blocking position. Good call by the official.
Monahan has checked back into the game for the Raiders. She is number 15. On the floor for the Highlanders, you have Sanchez. Elizabeth McEwen has it in the left corner right now. Bridget Frazier on the weak side. Nice skip pass, and she finishes.
Mishap by the Red Raiders. Nobody underneath the basket, and Frazier had a nice, easy two-point shot.
Lambo has it. Spin move and up and in. She just has very good fundamentals down on the low block, does Lambo.
And she's got good positioning skills and easy putback there on that play, Todd.
Sanchez's corner jumper is no good, and it's out of bounds. Frazier is going to be called for the foul. The push-off as the ball went out of bounds. She was trying to get to that ball. So Frazier, that's her third personal foul, fourth team foul against the Lady Highlanders here in the second half. 3:45 remains in the game. Highlanders trailing by 8, 34-42. Shaughnessy with it. Katsoulis will give it off to Monahan. Monahan feeds it inside to Lambo. That dynamic duo as it's back out to Monahan. Her corner three is no good. Jemima Joseph gets a long rebound, and she is out running. She goes up, puts it up, no good. Rebound is pulled away by Monahan. Watertown running the other direction as Shaughnessy goes into the paint, and her one-handed runner is good. It's a 10-point lead now for the Raiders. Hutchinson feeds it out to Sanchez. Her three-pointer is up, and it's good.
Pace is picking up a little bit here, Todd. Somerville is trying to get back into it with an aggressive up-tempo. Watertown is probably going to try and slow it down a little bit.
So they feed it to Shaughnessy. Her jumper from the foul line is no good. Rebound is tipped out. Monahan gets it. Shaughnessy saves that from going into the backcourt. Shaughnessy with it now, kicks it over to the corner where Monahan is. Back over, Katsoulis. She drives into the paint. Her shot is up. It's no good. Tries to follow it, but Elizabeth McEwen gets the board.
Great pass, Todd. Great
Beautiful pass. Hutchinson going up. She is fouled. As Shaughnessy is going to get called for that foul. That's her second personal foul.
And right now, the clock, Todd, is the enemy. And there's a great opportunity to add some points without the clock moving. We'll get.
Hutchinson's first one is good. Highlanders trailing by 6 now. Looking to cut it to a 5-point deficit. Second shot by Hutchinson, no good off the back rim, but Jemima Joseph gets it. She's back up with it, no good. Her second attempt is no good as well, but she is fouled. So Jemima now will go to the line.
Terrific effort on the rebounds. Even with the misses, she was right there and never stopped working to get the ball back.
Taylor Lambo called for that foul. That's her second, fourth team foul against the Raiders here in the second half. Jemima Joseph at the line for 2. That is no good.
And these free throws are so important, Todd, especially with 2 minutes left.
Jemima 3 for 7 from the line today. Second shot is up and it's good. Cuts it to a 5-point lead for the Raiders as the Highlanders extend their defense with under 2 minutes remaining in the game. Hutchinson on Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy able to dribble around her. Feeds it off. Beck goes in and makes the shot. Joseph quickly back the other direction, and she goes through the entire Raider team, but nothing doing there. She lost a little control of the ball, and it goes out of bounds.
And you said it right, Todd. She lost control. She was moving so quickly, she couldn't get a good jump in the air, and the ball just went straight out of bounds.
Highlanders extending the defense. Lambo with it. Picks up her dribble, looks for help. Shaughnessy now with it. She's defended by Cortez. Shaughnessy gets a screen, feeds it off to Beck.
Nice pass from Shaughnessy on that backdoor maneuver, Todd.
9-point lead again for the Raiders. As Sanchez cuts across, she gets it in the right corner. Thinks about a step-back jumper, instead feeds Cortez. Cortez's shot is up, it's no good. As Frazier does a nice job getting the rebound back to herself. And a foul is going to be called, I believe, against Lambo. Yep, that's going to go against Lambo. That's her third personal foul. 5th team foul against the Raiders. 1:02 remaining in the game. Highlanders trailing by 9. So this is the way they want to score some points because there's no clock ticking away from the foul line.
And then the defense after these free throws is going to be critical, Todd.
Frazier makes the first. Frazier is 3 for 3 from the line. Second shot by Frazier is up, no good. That one bounces out.
Now looking to try and...
Lambo got the rebound, and a foul is going to be called against Jemima Joseph. That's her 4th personal foul. 58 seconds remaining in the game. It's an 8-point lead for Watertown. And that was the 5th team foul, I think, against the Highlanders. So we have a timeout on the floor.
You know, Watertown calling a timeout. Obviously, Todd, to explain, the clock is their friend right now. They've got an 8-point lead with less than a minute. Eat up as much of the clock as possible before taking a shot. They know Somerville is going to be very aggressive, trying to force a turnover or go after the ball. So moving the ball around is going to be the emphasis that the Watertown Red Raiders are going to have. Conversely, Coach Sheila Fraser-Haley is going to be after the Somerville High girls to be aggressive and to get the ball up the floor. Obviously, we have potential 3-point potential for shots, but getting to the basket as quickly as possible and defending and forcing a turnover is going to be the way for the Highlanders to sneak back into this.
Absolutely. I mean, it's an 8-point deficit that the Highlanders are looking to make up. At minimum, that's 3 possessions that they have to do that. So, of course, they've got to make those defensive stops, and it needs to start right now with 58 seconds remaining in the game. They've got to figure out some way to solve that very effective passing that we've seen that Watertown has used here in the 4th quarter to defeat that zone.
No, and that's really been the key here is the penetration and the terrific shooting by the Watertown team, especially Monahan, who's been very good. Pulled off a little bit in this half, but was deadly in the first half, Todd.
Monahan has it, defended by Sanchez, almost loses it, feeds it off to Lambo. Lambo with it, Jemima Joseph on her. Jemima has 4 fouls. 7 seconds on the shot clock as Watertown's doing what they want to do. And they use most of the possession shot clock, and then they will go to the line as Beck goes to the line to shoot 2. She's fouled by Jill Hutchinson.
And I'm sure Coach Fernandez, that's exactly what he told the players, to use up most of that clock, so we'll have limited opportunities to gain possession of the ball.
Beck 2 for 2 from the line so far tonight. Makes her first, banks it home.
Usually most players don't count on the backboard, but she'll take it, Todd, no question.
No doubt about it. Looking to make it a double-figure lead for Watertown, and she does. She is 4 for 4.
Shooting. Very good free throw shooting, Todd, by the Watertown Red Raiders today.
Absolutely true. Hutchinson drives into the lane. Her shot is up. It's no good. Lambo gets the rebound. Shot clock is off. Highlanders are not looking to foul, trailing by 10. Jemima Joseph defending Lambo. 5 seconds remaining here in the game. And that's going to do it for us here at Bunker Hill Community College. as the Highlanders are defeated by the Raiders of Watertown by the score of 50-40. Early on, it was the outside shooting of Monahan, the interior play of Lambeau, and then in that fourth quarter, Ashley Shaughnessy and Annabella Beck did an excellent job as well, using passing to get themselves open near the basket, and the Highlanders lose in this one.
And Todd, it was a very nice display of good passing and unselfish ball handling, because the Red Raiders were able to make effective use of the bounce pass. They got a couple of key easy layups when the Highlanders were making a quest to come back. A couple of those layups were really deadly because it brought the lead back up to 8 and 10 points again. It was just a little bit too much to ask for the Highlanders to come back, especially since they could not make much from the outside. They did penetrate well, but the ball just did not drop in for the Highlanders as well today. Great free throw shooting by the Watertown Red Raiders today. It was very effective. Taylor Lambeau and Ellie Monahan, especially in the first half, did a terrific job.
Yeah, 10 of 12 shooting from the foul line for the Raiders. An excellent job from the foul line for them. For the Highlanders, high scorer in the game was Nevaeh Sanchez. She had 10. Jemima Joseph with 8. Bridget Frazier with 7. Catherine Cortez, very effective out there, coming off the bench with 6 points as well for the Lady Highlanders. But unfortunately, it was in a losing effort as Watertown Raiders come away with the victory today by the score of 50-40. And we're going to reload and do this again tomorrow as we have another early day game tomorrow. But that's going to do it for us today as the Lady Highlanders fall to the Raiders of Watertown by the score of 50-40. You have been watching Somerville Lady Highlander basketball on Somerville Educational Channel 15.